Hey everybody, welcome to Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. This is a PS3 game that has been remastered and re-delivered for PS4 and PS5. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a RPG, but it reminds me a lot of ESO, kind of top-down. The worlds are connected, but they're pretty linear as far as the direction you go. A lot of fast travel. It's kind of fun. 1 second, though. That's for playthrough purposes. Let's go to normal. Okay, well, good news. Don't have a PS4 system to turn off while that's circling, so good deal.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate.
Ah, gosh, excuse me.
That is what we believed, until you died.
Oh, he gonna die. Oh, yeah, the tarot deck. I forgot about that. Spread on to fate.
do you think this one is then? Alpha, Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Okay, choices. The Almain are a warlike and religious nation of a storied origin. Many Almain come from the Feylands seeking freedom while honoring the traditions of their homeland. Racial bonuses: blacksmithing, alchemy, persuasion. Excuse me. The Varani. Hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequently pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers as seaworthy weapons. Racial bonuses: lockpicking, detect hidden, mercantile. Ooh, this one's gonna be fun. Yolsafar? The Yolsafar are a proud and ancient people from a frozen land of the north. Yolsafar judge themselves fit to divine right from wrong under wind, sun, and sky, and met an even-handed justice. Racial bonuses: dispelling, sagecraft, alchemy. Dokalfar. The Dokalfar are renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace, or efficiently in silence. Sagecraft, persuasion, and stealth. So I think, for the sake of swords and daggers, that's kind of my thing. It's going to be one of these two, I think. I'm not really a big spell guy. I'm going to go with the Varani. Ooh. Vrakor, god of fire and patron of the forge. Fire damage, fire resistance. Njordir, god of water, patron of fishing and sailing. It would make sense for my guy. War Theoden, god of war, battle, and tactics. Belin, god of death. Lapoku, I guess, god of mischief, patron of brewing. Ooh. Beholden to no god, your self-sufficiently yields its own rewards. Huh. You know, these are all presets. Well, I hate to say it, but none of these look like me, but the closest that does is probably that guy. And if I grew my hair out, shaved my beard, and colored it. I don't have a tattoo, but I don't think my nose is that big either. But, you know, hey, we'll go with it, right? Oh, he changed it. Good. All right. Pardon me. All right. No, no, no. Nope. Yeah, it's about as close as it's gonna get. Ooh, high color. Yeah, we'll go greenish blue, whatever that is. Eyeshadow color. I don't think we need any. Stubble. We don't need no stinking stubble. Hair. All right, now we're talking. Well, that's like old school Conan the Barbarian. There we go, that's me. That's me all over. Well, I don't have any hair, so good news. Oh, that's pretty awesome right there. Yeah, that's me. Hi. And you know what? I mean, a little salt and pepper. They have gray, though. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about as accurate as it's going to get. Cool. So I don't have a tattoo on my face. Don't really think I'd ever want to get one, but if anybody's watching that does, that's not saying that yours is bad. It's just, you know, I don't. That was pretty cool. If I can get this in red, that'd be great. Oh, that's fire. Straight fire. We're gonna Kratos the heck out of this. Yeah, saturate the color. I know that's not really Kratos-ish, but yeah. Confirm.
A Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape, though, all things considered. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Hey, thanks for jumping on. Okay, let's see what we can find around here. I haven't played this game in so long. A lot of my reactions are going to be probably genuine because it's, quite frankly... Okay, so that's block, it looks like. Okay, that's dodge. Not seeing any weapons. Oh, I see, that's the active. Ooh, what we got here? Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Piling remains have become a concern in the lower caverns, so an incinerator has been added to deal with the wastes. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash dumps. Hardly a fitting rest for poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. From Morris Hughes. Well, that's gross. Well, that is the way that works. Oh, well, let's just see what we got. That is a longsword. I think it's a little longer than a longsword. Oh, what is over here? Is there anything over here? Oh, there's this. Gold. This is why you always look around every corner. So important.
Over. Run!
Oh my.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Okay. Ooh, we got first enemies. Nice.
Stay away! No child of dust shall escape.
What else around here?
Help! Anybody!
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
More mortal scum? No matter. You'll all die.
Nice. Let's see. Basically, we're just trying to get out of here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Oh my, you don't know? Oh, perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemies of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland, not even during the invasion. I don't know why they are here. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him. Oh, no doubt. But we must get to Hughes. He'll be in his study on the ground floor. The Tuatha are coming in through the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there.
Questions,
And safe.
questions.
Oh my, you don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. Let me get this door. We can be on our way. Right this way.
Alright, let's see what else we got here.
Go first.
Okay, with that being said, let's put some stuff on. Take that. Ooh, we're looking pretty good here. Get some boots on. Now we look like we might actually be somebody. We will put this to the junk pile. No new armor. Consumables. Some healing potions. Cool. Let me see. There's like boxes. Yeah, I kind of knew that was close. See. Oh, nice. We can always use more money. Let's see. There's something over here. Alright. Moving on.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Alright, we are looking around. Oh, I see. That makes you run faster. Let's see. Anything to be looked at here? Doesn't really look like it. So we'll always check around corners. Just never know. Oh yeah.
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
Well, hello there. Oh, yeah, we're taking both of them. What the heck? Why wouldn't we take both of them? Silly question. Yes. Alright. Well, hello. What do we got? Take the shield. Anything else in here? Nothing else? Really? Nothing else.
Wait.
Alright.
Do you hear something?
Nope, not yet.
More Tuatha!
Alright, well, let's put some stuff on. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Consumables, okay. Neat.
That one had a bow. Get it?
Nice. Before we do that, I just want to go search around. Ooh. Nice. Let's see if there's anything over here. Anything? Nothing? Wow, nothing, huh? Oh, okay. So how do you change tier? Okay.
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us.
I see. Got him.
Go, go!
Did I miss anything? Okay, I did not miss anything. There's more. What was this over here? Oh, just burning bodies. Okay, good. Normal stuff. Okay, let's see what else we can find here. Got him. Nice shot. We are looking for any gold we can get. Rusty leg plates.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Take that. Does this guy leave anything? Oh, just gold. Just gold. It's funny that I have to say that like that. Just gold. Okay. Can't really do anything there. Alright, let's move this way.
Cave
Pretty.
blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you?
Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an ancient cleansing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value of my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided to his this successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and tightening of skin, symptoms which suggest a possible solution for the internal cohesion problem of some of the well's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom and for future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately for my steadfast pursuit of knowledge. I require no medal nor promotion. Wow, that's presumptuous. All I would ask is that you please reassign me off of subject disposal detail. Gran. Yeah, we'll just take it. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. This must be spider egg sacs or something. What we got in here? Torn robes. Let's see what those torn robes. Do those torn robes have anything for me? So. Huh. I see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep those on. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay. No, those spiders. Yeah, I don't like those guys. Okay. What do we have here? Well, that's mildly disturbing. Yeah, we're good with that. Actually, I'm going to put that in there too, because I just don't want to get them messed up. Ooh. No, okay, it's party time. Cool.
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders. Burn them. Burn them!
Sure, why not? That's not bizarre at all. Think about it, it's not very fast.
Hurry! Get out of here! Them. It's yet alive, and who's this? That's what I intended to find out. He came out of the well. What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Wait, what to make another push? Simple. Oh, free. This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to Hughes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. There's nothing more I can do except to stay here and slow
Bummer.
down the Tuatha. But this is the armory after all. Check the chests. We might have a few things that would fit you. With luck, I'll see you on the outside. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Ah. Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of
The well brought you back, huh? The rest of us aren't that lucky.
Okay, that's where I just came in.
We Praetorians are tempered in battle with the finest steel.
Nice. Let's see what these two have to say.
I've never seen the Tuatha this far west. I never believed the work would work.
I think we're in pretty good shape there. So it's equipped, so we'll get rid of those. Lots of consumables. Ooh, repair kits. Nice. Okay. Anything ability tree wise? Can I do anything? Okay, so we got some stat tree, or not stat trees, but skill trees that we can really we can learn up and gosh, excuse me. Okay.
This will never get.
Alright, moving right along. I got a bad feeling about this, like in a Star Wars kind of way. Oh, that was a better view. What the heck's going on with this thing? Well, progress log. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies 97.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked, rather than the magical flux on our end. However, full revivifications still elude us. Even with increased testing, products are nothing more than inert lumps of skin and bone, although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow hope for full success in the future. I know some of you complain that we should use cadavers and skip the corpse recreation altogether, but you must know we'd never be allowed to experiment with a subject's actual body. We may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought up to me directly. Fulmorus Hughes. Surprised they kind of like have ethics. Because from what I've seen, this place is like scary ridiculous. Okay, here we go.
You've made it, and look at you, even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me, you must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fulmorus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well? The Fey are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone. I am Fulmorus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time. I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to
Drink
ask,
break.
and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, though, we must hurry.
No. Okay.
Good, good. We can't waste time. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going? Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Okay. Is there anything in here to be looked at? Bummer. Block off all knowledge, why don't you? In here, moving on. Oh yeah, watch out for that. Who knew, right? Gotcha.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Oh ho. Oops. Ooh, gruesome. Good to know. Cool. Well, that was a interesting little boss battle, I guess. Okay. Out in the wild now. I feel pretty good about that. Okay, can do backstab. Oh, Fey Blades. Chakrams. Interesting. Alright, let's see what we got out here.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. We should be safe here, at least a little longer.
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. You don't see many fate weavers nowadays, but they were very popular when I was a girl. My parents even hired one to advise them on raising my sister and me. But these days, you're lucky if you can find a single fate weaver in a big city. Most have been run out of town. For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. We started building here when they found Prismeer in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan. They're technically a type of wild fae. Related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army. I never did trust fae to begin with. Well, those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place? The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismeer crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines.
Hey, thanks for coming and watching.
In a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again. Good luck out there.
Okay. Here. No reagents found. Oh, you can swim. Alright. Oh, yeah? Nice. Press X when the cursor is above the glyph to break it. Glyphs will reseal themselves after a time. Miss all the glyphs. Cool. Alright, well, before we get too crazy here. Nice. Cool. All right. All right. Nice. Cool. Bear.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? No, I had no idea anything like that would happen. The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send the reports to make some money on the side. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. I never meant for anyone to get hurt. But at this point, what's a little more blood on my hands?
I don't know if I'm actually supposed to go in here or not, but yeah, what the heck. I guess it's probably not. Well, there's that. Interesting. I see. I think the one thing I kind of wish for this game right now is that the camera would stay locked in kind of a position where it's behind you, unless you need it to. Well, that's pretty. Nope. Nice. Can't go that way. Doesn't look like there's anything down that way. Alright, looks like we've cleared the map. I wish we'd tell you. Oh, excuse me. Neat looking armor.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that. I wish I could, but times are tough. I've barely got enough to pay my bar tabs as it is. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means... it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Die, mortal! Enjoy the pain, mortal.
Neat.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Gross.
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much... Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, Hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Fateless one.
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good fate weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a fate weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. But that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Joven. I'll meet you there. What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you? What could this all mean?
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Ooh, what's that? Got a long way to go.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Alchemical goods.
Keep moving. This business doesn't concern you. Unless you're an expert scholar on the Fae, I'd suggest you move along. No reason to be out in the open with the Red Legion about. What are they? I'm not sure, but they've been here for longer than any of us can imagine. They're older than the trees. They have to be. They grew them. Humans and immortals cannot live together in peace. At least not forever. The peace we have with the Summer Court is unnatural. That's my opinion. You might call it a Fae nation, one of two united factions that rule their kind. The Summer Court are not exactly allies, but they do let us be, most of the time. It's the other Fae, the Winter Court, that has spawned the dreaded Tuatha, a vicious clan of killers who wish to defeat and enslave all mortals. Are you playing a trick on me? I would hope so. We're going on 10 years of the mortals and the Tuatha locked in a deadly embrace. Normally, I'd decry the bloodshed, but this is a conflict that we cannot afford to lose. Bandits, but no ordinary bandits.
My dude is like super
Heard of
buff.
Ed, the dead Idward. They
Wish I
say
could be
he
like that.
drinks the blood of his captives, that he consumes their souls. Or perhaps those are just rumors. You should be fine if you stay inside the village. Once you go beyond the boundaries of Gorhart, however, your life is in your hands. I'd never seen one of them until a day or so ago. It appears that a small group of warriors ventured inland to strike behind our lines. Believe the stories, friend. The Tuatha were mad. They have been touched by a dark magic. They are wholly corrupted, and they are the enemy. I don't know if you noticed, but St. Ordwig's mission closed its gate moments before that Fae's body turned up on the road. I don't like what that suggests. Not at all. The brothers of St. Ordwig's are an odd sort, scurrying back and forth across the mission like squirrels gathering nuts. I wonder what goes on behind those closed doors.
Greetings. I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth. Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams. I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Gorhart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing.
Oh.
We
Alright,
keep a
let's see what else we
precarious
got going
peace
on.
with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days.
Facts.
I'm the Warden of Goreheart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace. I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark. I don't know what the Tuatha will be doing this far from the front lines. It must be something vital to their interests. They're a wicked breed, though, and I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests.
Yeah, I just noticed somebody
It
else
appears
came
she was
on.
attacked
Thanks
with
for
some
coming
manner
on.
of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. They like their targets mortal. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I'm a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started. She spends her days on the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. Hope you stay in town.
Okay. Golden Age alchemy.
Behave yourself.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done? Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon. If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well. It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus. His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn. I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnor Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe. He always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Agnor Hall, the Irathi ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things. The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working. Haven't you seen it? The grim tower to the west. Avoid its shadow if you can, because what transpires inside Alistar will benefit no one. I would know. I have seen many conflicts unfold, but never have I seen one in which the fates of so many are at stake. The Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They want total domination and will do whatever it takes to achieve it. For years I dabbled in alchemy, healing, divination and transmutation. All of that seems frivolous now, what with the war looming over us. Now I spend my sleepless nights in search of a formula that will end such conflicts forever. I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way that I've witnessed in only a select few. If the Red Legion has him, there's no telling of how he'll be treated. If you must know, my name is Nani Henry, formerly the chief alchemist of Alistar. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you? When the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I took refuge here. The Almain are a private people, keen to keep to themselves, like me. Bandits, ruthless and well organized. The Red Legion is reaping many rewards by preying on vulnerable Almain settlers traveling east. Long ago, these villains confined themselves to the coast, but recently they've moved inland to avoid the war. Now they're our problem. They are the Undying, the corrupted roots. Their existence is an abomination. Everything in Amalur exists for a particular reason, except for the Tuatha. They're not meant to be. Farewell.
It's not my job to protect the Fae. How many times do I have to tell that to her?
Oh yeah, that's right. You can steal in this game, but that's not a good thing.
Red Legion is about. Behave yourself.
Time is of the essence. That's never been more true. Farewell.
I don't trust the Brothers of St. Odwig's. Why should
Welcome.
I? Hey, stay up.
Welcome to Goreheart, the last settlement before the Feylands. How can I fill your pack today? The Alfar and the Tuatha have been at each other's throats for nearly a decade now. I can't remember the reason. I wonder if they can, the fools. You will find it settled on a small lake beside the eastern road. Compared to Goreheart, Didenhill could be called a city. The Fae are elemental creatures, magical and strange. None too considerate of us mortals either. They see us like pets, or worse, like bugs. It's best that you stay out of the eastern forest. I've seen things you can't even imagine. The road is dark and dangerous, and it's a long hike to Didenhill. Some call it the Camp of Cowards, on account of it being settled by those who refuse to enter the forest. Can you blame them? Never trust a wood that whispers. There's Nettie the smith, and Nanny handles potions and remedies. The inn's across the way if you fancy a pint. Keep an eye out for the Red Legion, though. Oh, I doubt it's an organized group. More likely that it's one scared idiot with a knife. I heard someone in the village mention the Red Legion, but that can't be true. Me? Widowed, going on 5 years now. All my boys were taken by the Tuatha. Both sons, my brother, and my beloved Avery. Wicked business, this war. I refuse to speak of them. Please respect my wishes. Goodbye.
Greetings.
I see. Cool. Neat.
Welcome to Gorhart. Are you here for a weapon? Going to earn a lord's favor in this ridiculous war, are you? I'll be here.
Hello?
I think we're going to search out the rest of this town and then we're going to save it and call it a day.
Come on over. Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside? I feel terrible about what happened to that girl. Gorhart used to be a nice little village. These days we're jumping at shadows. New to the area? I don't recall the last time I met someone who was unfamiliar with the Alfar. There are two groups. There used to be one, but that was many years ago. The Loselfar are cool, slightly aloof. The Dockelfar, however, are very friendly, but their charm masks a mischievous nature. I must be honest. Sometimes I forget who we are fighting. All I know is that the humans and Alfar have been battling the enemy for close to 10 years now. Nothing of interest to tell. I'm just a simple farm girl from the plains of Erethel. I left home as a girl and travelled west. Found myself here in Gorhart. All I know is what I've heard from others. They say that the fair folk
Goofy's having
possess
problems.
powerful nature magic. That would explain the beauty of these woods. I've worked here since I was a girl. Arnik runs an honest business, and Agnar treats me like a daughter, though he doesn't say much. If you need a healer's touch, Katrin works out of a room upstairs. She's Alfar, but I wouldn't hold that against her. It's as good a place as any, I guess. The Fae are strange, but they rarely bother us down here. I worry more about Nanny Henry, the creepy old alchemist. Vast rolling hills east of here near the coast. You should head that way if you wish to join the war effort. The Alfar need all the help they can get.
Oh, hello.
Don't be a stranger.
Can you believe those monks?
If I have to listen to that Sister Zelda for one more...
I hope the warden is able to heal that Fey girl.
I swear, I saw what looked like a tuatha running through the... I don't feel comfortable with a Fae in Gorhart. Injured, uninjured, doesn't matter. Be cautious in the forest. There are dangerous... I swear, I saw what looked like a Tuatha running through the trees west of the village. Of course, a Tuatha, so...
I am Katrin. Do you require my healing touch in mind, body, or both? The Gnome's Tower stands to the west, past Gorhart and beyond the ruins of... Be careful out there. Let me help. Wounds are not always visible to the untrained eye. I am unable to watch while others suffer. Too many mortals have fallen prey to the Tuatha, and I could not stomach it. So I left my home in Rathir and travelled west. There are many Almain villages just like this one, yearning for peace, crying out in pain. What good are my gifts if I cannot make what is broken whole again? The Almain were once different tribes that recently banded together to form an empire. They are formidable creatures, but new to the way of magic. I buried everything I was when I buried my family. That is the war's legacy for many of us. That is all I have the strength to say. The forests of this region are one of the densest in all of Amalur, and the stretch from Alistar to Isa. Those of us who live in the shadow of its canopy call Dalantarth the Feylands, because this is where these fair folk have their seat of power. Find the fair folk if you wish to learn the ways of magic. They understand this world in a way that is hidden from mortals. You will find many Fae in Dalantarth, as it is one of their ancestral homes.
Cool.
This has been my home ever since my love was taken by the Tuatha. After such a loss, one craves quiet, but it seems that the war has followed me here. I require a nominal fee only so I may eat and have a bed to call my own. The glorious Alfar city to the east is where the forces of right gather to face the Tuatha. It is an enchanting place with a long history of magic. Magic is a natural wonder, no matter how you use it. The Tuatha are the exception. Their power is tainted, and it has caused a grave imbalance. Be careful out there.
Don't let your guard down.
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn. Peaceful enough, if it's peace and quiet you like. Trouble with bandits and rogues now and then, that's when they send for me. There's a war in the east, and Dalantarth's got our own troubles with the Red Legion thieves. Some say they've seen Tuatha in these parts. Fools, I'll believe that when I see it. That's me, war-sworn since before you've been drawing breath, and Oathblade near as long. Easy now, stripling. Earn your way to Pledge Shield first. Then, in 5 or 10 years' good service, you'll make Oathblade. A name taken by some lot of scoundrels to glorify their thievery. A name breeds fear and doesn't die like a man. But killing the men who use the name is a start, eh? They're unlike any Fae you've ever seen. Red eyes to match their armor, and fierce as rabid wolves. What have you been living under? We've been at war with the Tuatha for 15 years. Fae are folk, but not mortal folk. They're not concerned with the things we mortals are. Some may try to color it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur. You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word. We've had our eyes on those two for some time. Red Legion scum. They're both dangerous, but it may help to know Oscar favors the bow, while Medgar favors the spear. Shieldring, the oldest home to the Warsworn, in the Feylands at least. We're fighters for hire. There are none better with steel, swinging it, or shaping it, and none held in higher regard. Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here. Medgar was last seen east of his brother's camp. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin, and a commendation to join the order.
Need supplies? Try the corner shop.
Need something? The post in Gorhat would be an easy one if not for all the thieves and murderers.
What to do?
The Red Legion is about.
Time is of the essence. That's never been more true. Goodbye. Hello there.
Nice to see you.
Time is of the essence. That's never been more true. Goodbye.
Okay.
Stay indoors after
Avery, I came to Gorehart to look after your kin. Rika is as wonderful as you described, yet she is a shadow. She misses you, my friend, as do we all. I will watch over her since you cannot, and I will visit you often, this war be damned. Oh gosh, excuse me. Who would have guessed? Oh gosh, I would come to a mission and trade a prison for a cloister. If only we had both escaped. Alas, the bars were too strong, the Tuatha too cruel. Your brother in arms, Mason.
I'm not accustomed to all of this excitement. It was difficult enough to adjust to life during wartime. Now we have to be on our guard for Tuatha right here in our own home. What is this world coming to? My experience is limited to Arnik Arjuna and Katrin Orway. They seem the same as any of the rest of us. Wiser, perhaps, but decent, hard-working folk. Truth be told, I know nothing of why the Tuatha are at war with the Alfar, nor why men fight the way they do. All I know is who picks up the pieces. The Tuatha's madness infected the Winter Court. All Fae existed peacefully for centuries, until the Tuatha got involved. It's sad. I'm hardly a scholar, but I can tell you what I know. There are two Fae factions, the gentle Court of Summer and its coarser cousin, the Court of Winter. As a child, we were told stories of their ancient rivalry. These are surely myths, but enough to scare a young girl. In the last few years, the Court of Winter has fallen, corrupted by a group of powerful Fae called the Tuatha. It's the Tuatha we fight, and the Tuatha we will defeat. I would think they were a myth, if not. Perhaps they view us as intruders in their lands. Perhaps they disapprove of our civilized ways. Perhaps they know something we don't. I fear that most of all. I was a miller's love who became a miller's wife. Now I am the wife of a soldier. My duty is to hold vigil for my beloved and for all our men on the lines. I was born and raised right here in the village. Well, not in Gorehart proper, but on a farmstead outside the village boundaries. It was a good life. Before the war, of course. It's strange. Those old birds have been perched on that hill for as long as I can remember. I know so little about them. I don't even know their names. It's my understanding that they were once members of the Court of Winter. Farewell.
Whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's Perpetual. They deal in lies and false tenets. Their light of hope will leave you in shadow. If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. You don't know. It is Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause. He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply... She was wronged by someone in this village. That never make assumptions.
Welcome to St. Odwig's Perpetual. Although, you have arrived just when I am in need of... The Fae are stubborn fool. I have been with the mission since its found. Frustrating, that one's. If only she would be touched by the hand. The first, alas, we have yet to convert. We at St. Odwig's have worked for the call of the Fae. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. Oderath is a savage land. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. Mitharu be praised. Brother Egan was last seen northeast. Please find him. Perhaps then we can... He's a good... I tried my best to comfort him, and Egan was last seen in the woods outside. May Mitharu protect you.
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We in Gorhart like to stay focused on our business, and rather not talk about it. My what do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever it suits my needs just fine. It's Gorhart is an Almain settlement. If there was ever the Alfar fight without any true knowledge, the peace between those fools in that mission on the hill.
Okay.
Welcome. Hello there.
And on that note, we're going to save it. And call it a night on this game anyway. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. This game is going to be a lot of fun once we get rolling here. It's fun when I can't remember the last time I played it, but it's been a really, really long time, and I'm really looking for... Oh gosh! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Really looking forward to it because it is a lot of fun. It really is. Lots of things to do. Ooh, that's pretty. Lots of things to kill. So, one thing at a time though. Till next time, thank you again for supporting, and I hope sometime that it gets some people talking in here, because that'd be a lot of fun to talk to people while I'm playing. Because there's a lot to say here. There are a lot of things to talk about. That being said, have a good night. I'll probably be playing one more game, probably a little more Subnautica before I go to bed. And once I'm done with that, we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.